Aloha, Sylvan Bell coming live from the North Shore of Oahu, January 7th, 2017. I'm at Sharks Cove. It's 9:08 in the morning. Perfect day to talk about sales. And I saw this question come up in one of the forums recently, and the guy asked, he said, you know, if I use the word and ah a lot, is that a bad thing? Right? And there was all sorts of answers across the board, and a good majority of them said, hey, you know what, you really need to check yourself before you wreck yourself and pay attention to what's going on. Now, there are times where you could use filler words and slang as transitions and also put pressure on the buyer. So sometimes if a buyer asks you a question and you know the answer and they know the answer, you can go, and kind of look at them like, really? But see, here's the thing, if you do it wrong, it's gonna come across condescending. And if you do it wrong, you're gonna create some challenges for yourself. So I would say start using this process after you have sales basic mastery down, and then start working on this process. You know, one of the things that I see salespeople make the mistake of a lot is they try to do everything all at once. They try to learn everything all at once. There's steps to any process. There's steps to anything that you want to do. So, you know, the problem where you start having a huge problem is where if you use the word and you see the buyer and they're taking like the hash mark and they're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they're counting it up and it becomes a distraction, that's where you lose a person in the sales process. I would say if it's your normal vernacular and it's the normal way that you talk and you say are a lot, there's nothing wrong with that. And I know a really good sales guy and his name is Greg, and he uses these words a lot and he's a baller. He's the best in the industry at what he does, but everybody makes fun of him to his face too, and they're like, he sounds like a pirate sometimes. But he's known for that. So it can work for you and it can work against you. So should you use filler words like in the sales process? You can. But just know, use them sparingly, use them as a tool so it can help you out, right? You could use it at a point in the conversation where you get asked a question that doesn't really fit the process or doesn't make sense, right? And you know and the buyer knows, but know that if you use it wrong, it can work against you, all right? There you go. Now, if you could do a small favor for me, in the box down below, it's really sunny right now, leave a comment, question, or story, that'd be fantastic. To the right or left, there's a subscribe button. You know what you gotta do, you gotta subscribe. And then you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, why not even like Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.